Hello and welcome to the audio, video and photography channel. I'm Nigel Cooper and today I'm going to be taking a look at what I consider to be by far the best pop filter that you can buy. I'm going to be comparing it to a standard pop filter, one that you may or may not have used in the past. If you don't know what a pop filter is, I'm going to explain that very briefly. But if you're a singer, a vocalist, or you do any kind of voiceover work, or you're talking to a microphone like I am now, you're going to need one of these. But this filter that I'm going to talk about is just by far the best one, and I'm going to prove it with a couple of tests. One a little bit scientific using Audacity on the Mac, another just using a plain old lighter that's not going to be quite so scientific, but hopefully it will get the point across. So what is this pop filter I'm talking about? It is, of course, the Stedman Proscreen PS101. Now, this is a different design. It comes in the United States at about $59. In the UK, it's about £59. So let me just open this up and show you this. It's basically, it comes with this sort of bendy gooseneck arm. But what's unique about the Stedman is it's actually got a metal mesh. Now, I'm going to be comparing it to this one. This one is made by a company called Samsung, which is the same company that made the microphone that I'm using here, which is a G-Track Pro for those interested. Now, let me just move that a second. Okay, so, excuse me, the Samsung is a traditional dual layer of nylon mesh. It's got nylon mesh on both sides. It's a dual layer design. And this is how most pop filters have been for years and years and years. Out of this design, this Samsung is one of the best ones you can get. It works really well, but it only gets you about 80% of the way there because plosives can still get through this. The Stedman, on the other hand, is designed in a different way entirely. First, it's made out of metal. It's a metal mesh. So it's more hygienic because, you know, you can just sort of wipe the spittle off it and clean it much easier than you can with these types. But the way this mesh has been stamped, the holes in it have been cut so they come down at an angle. So basically, when you blow air through this way, it hits it and then it comes out by going down. Now, one advantage to this is it has absolutely no effect on audio performance. These ones that have the nylon mesh, it can actually take the very top end of your voice. So it does have an actual audio effect on the treble frequencies. It's only slight, but it's there and it's not something you want. Whereas with this one, there's absolutely zero audio effect on it. It lets all of the sound through, but like I said, when the air hits it, it goes down as it comes out the other side. Now, let me just start off by doing a really simple primitive test. I'm going to hold this up to my mouth about 2 inches away from my mouth, which is approximately where I would be if I was singing or speaking. And I'm just going to give a sharp puff to get this flame to blow out. And then I'm going to do the same on the Stedman so you can see the effects of it. So I'm going to be at about this range, like this, like so. I'm going to go towards the camera with it. So you can give a couple of puffs to get it to go out quite easily. I don't have to blow really hard. Now, if I do it with the Stedman, watch what happens here. Again, if I go to the side. And then to the front. I just can't get that to go out, no matter how hard I blow. And if I just go back to the other filter, just a gentle blow and it goes out. So you can see how good the Stedman is with that basic test. Now I'm going to do something a little bit more scientific. I'm actually going to speak into the microphone. I'm actually going to I'm going to turn the gain down on the microphone because I'm going to get in quite close for this, just so you can see the difference. Okay, so this is with no filter. Peter Piper, Peter Peck of pickled peppers. And now this is with the Samsung dual layer nylon mesh filter. Peter Piper, Peter Peck of pickled peppers. And now I'm using the Stedman metal filter. Peter Piper, Peter Peck of pickled peppers. Okay, so I'm just going to put those into the timeline on DaVinci Resolve so I can show you what all that looks like. Okay, so here in Audacity, you can see the audio waveform, and I'm just going to quickly go through this to explain what they mean. At the beginning here, these are spiking and peaking really high as the plosives hit the microphone's capsule. Here you can see, as I basically said, Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. You can see they're all peaking and spiking really high as those P plosives hit the microphone, those bursts of wind. Now here, this next section is when I was using the Samsung dual LED nylon filter. As you can see, the spikes here where I say Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. You can see those P's here that are basically spiking. It's doing a much better job of no pot filter, like what we've got here. But when we come along here to this bit, this is when I was using the Stedman, and as you can see where I say Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, you can see the spikes are minimal compared to the one before, which was with the standard nylon mesh filter. So this you can see visually, no filter here, and then with the standard dual layer nylon filter here, where plosives are still getting through. And let's not forget that that does actually affect the audio quality as well. It does take the top end of the treble away, so it does have a sonic impact also. But with the Stedman here, the plosives are practically removed, 99 to 100%. I'd say they're virtually gone. And more importantly, it doesn't have any effect at all on sonic performance because of its design. And as I've already mentioned, the Stedman being metal, it's much easier to clean. And also, you can't set fire to it if you're doing a primitive test like I am with a cigarette lighter. Okay, that's it. I'm Nigel Cooper. I've been showing you the Stedman PS101 pot filter. I'll put some links in the description below so you can check it out. I hope you found this video informative and educational. Thanks for stopping by, and as usual, hope to see you again real soon. Bye for now.